Start recording again. 15-minute chunks. So I'm gonna plan on uploading this to YouTube, and then they can only do 15-minute chunks. Gotta go grab my bridge officer. And what do you know? It's Kenny. He's the one who got knocked unconscious. Which is a South Park reference, actually, by the way. I think everyone needs to try and revive him, though. And we'll come across Sayla, who is a real biatch.
I surrender.
She also has a very creepy glass-eyed stare, which some people have likened to Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Or at least they compare her to Joffrey from Game of Thrones because of the haircut.
Well, no. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Ceylon and how to fix his addled Borg brain. About the gateways and how to use them. About the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
Yeah, I'd like to see you open that Iconian gateway and go visit the Iconians and scare the hell out of them with your creepy ass stare.
It's damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base. Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Yeah, I'd like to see you disappear. That's what I'd like to see. Oh look, and they named one of my Brigade Board officers 6 of 9. I wonder where they got that from.
I've received some distressing news, and I need to update your mission orders. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
No, please, go ahead. I can wait.
We've received word that Sela has escaped from Republic custody, and that she was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided in her escape by Lieutenant Gaius Ceylon, a Republic intelligence officer.
Hey, thank you for telling me something that I just figured out already. Wow, you guys are really on the ball, aren't you?
Republic intelligence thinks she has some kind of information about the Iconians that she hasn't shared yet. This is a little odd, but let's give her a little leash. Stay close and find out what you can. See if you can determine her plans. Be prepared to bring her in if she shows any signs of endangering anyone.
Well, well, well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal.
Seriously, she
You want
really has a
Gaius
creepy
back,
stare.
and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal aboard my ship. Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts. It makes no difference to me. If you don't like my terms, I'll simply order Gaius to self-destruct the ship. He's very compliant, once you know which buttons to press. But if you want your Borg puppet back, you need to come and get him. Besides, what are you going to do? Put me in the brig? I've escaped too many prisons. You know you can't hold me for long.
No, I don't know. I think Q might be able to come up with a prison that you can escape from.
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your 6.
Now you'll shoot me in the 6, I'm pretty sure of that.
I know you're not inclined to believe me, but I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep. This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homeworlds, and we will have to fight to survive. Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him, but as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage. The Tal Shiar has studied mind control for decades, and I had full access to their techniques. Some of it is quite ingenious. Do you know that the proper sequence of mental conditioning and image projection...
Yeah, you're really creeping me out here,
someone
Sela.
to kill their best friend? I've seen it. Once you know how to... My engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine power stable.
Well, it's not like you didn't force me to defend myself by firing on me
Unrelated
first.
systems keep failing and no
Otherwise, you probably
discernible
wouldn't be in this
pattern.
situation.
Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look. Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over. This freighter was armed by loyal Romulan Imperial officers and citizens who realized that a lone freighter would be easy prey for any space pirate. In addition, the Romulan Navy offered protection to this ship with some of the few warbirds remaining in their fleet, some of which you destroyed. These people follow me because they believe in the rebirth of the Romulan Empire. A proud empire that can hold its head high and be a force to be
dreaming,
reckoned
Sela.
with among the stars. They follow me because I can lead them there. Many Romulans died for the hope of a new future. I won't let
I think they
them
said something like that in
sacrifice
Star Wars about many Bosons do, but
Whatever
hey,
the fate of the Romulan
whatever.
people, I am determined to ensure that our legacy is never extinguished from this galaxy. I regret every death of every loyal Romulan.
I'm not so sure with that creepy stare that you actually regret the death of every
I'm
Romulan.
fighting for those who still survive. We share a common interest. We have a galaxy to protect.
Oh, guys, it's really spazzing out, isn't he?
This unit is in diagnostic mode. This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
And we'll send... Who the hell do we have here? Ah, where is Sulor? There he is. Good thing you're the engineer, aren't you? We'll send Kenny because he gets killed. Well, I couldn't have been good.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
Why the hell am I doing disarming the bombs?
I shouldn't need to remind you that we're on a timetable, so I won't.
Please don't remind me.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a Republic intelligence operative on team cover. Traded this crew of Romulan naval officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled. Republic intelligence has agents seeded through many of the groups in the Old Guard, and even a few infiltrating the Tal Shiar. It was happenstance that I was embedded in the group that helped Sela escape prison. What I need now is to keep this ship stalled long enough for the Republic to arrive. Then we can take Sela back to prison where she belongs. Sela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconian's prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.